I've for several years been looking at machine tools and robots, much the same way we look at accessories for a machine. And for example, we put bar feeds on machines, parts catchers, exit conveyors, and that. And the robots are an additional, what I always thought is an additional accessory or value-added option that should be readily available. When I look at the market for robots, and Ed and I talked about this when we came in a few months ago, I look at the market as a triangle, and the top part of that triangle, top third, is probably where you see people using robots today, typically large companies and people doing production jobs with not a lot of changeover between jobs. But as the market changes, and it's starting to change and come down, universal type robots, cobots, so to speak, really kind of changed the landscape. Before, robots had to be behind a chain link fence of some sort because of OSHA. Cobots can be used pretty much in the open right next to humans. They're designed that way, OSHA's approved it that way. So I've been trying to find a robot that I could integrate. So Doug in the back will do a demo later on our robot, and Chuck will do it on his stuff, which is basically the same robots. His is more of a free form, you can do anything you want. We've sold several systems with Chuck that are custom, so to speak. The one we have over there is pretty much an out of the box. It's actually branded and brought in by TiptonMachine Tool Engineering Corp, who also makes our turning machines. Samsung machines are basically more CE, spelled under license agreement. So they've come up with their own system. It's basically an out-of-the-box package that you can put on a Samsung or any brand machine. So I guess what I'm seeing, and what most people are asking about robots, and you see it all the time. I mean, there's a couple ads even in Modern Machine Shop in March and even May. And you know, what's on the cover? Robots and automation. We are pretty much focused on machine tending. Now Chuck can do robots for any application, deburring, assembly, putting parts in boxes, but we're really just chasing it as an accessory to a machine tool. So we like the fact that on our Samsung machines, we have a bar feed interface, and that's pretty much all we need to interface that to the machine. So it's like a bar feed. And more shops, as that market shifts down, the triangle moves down to a broader base, customer base, you're going to see these adopted more and more, and that's what we're starting to see. And so obviously you guys are probably seeing that too, or you wouldn't be here. It's, you know, I started the business in '79, my dad started in '64, and the changes are always astounding how quick they come. But I remember back in the day, even in the '60s and '70s, a lot of people didn't embrace NC or CNC. And today everybody does. I think the same thing is going to happen with the robots because it's such a game changer. You can get maybe a second shift or a third shift free. Let the robot run. Turn off the lights and walk out. How do you make more money? How do you ship more parts? How do you make more profit? Ship more parts in a day. You want to run shift, ship them, fine. What if you got the second shift for free because you have a relatively inexpensive robot feeding parts in and out of the machine? And maybe have them put another one set up by something Chuck does and have them in a box. Ship them. That's money. So that's why we're here.